And now, Cooking with Evan and Katelyn.
My hands are so cold. You know, when you're younger, your parents tell you to eat your broccoli. And today, Evan and Katelyn are telling you to eat your broccoli because we are going to show you guys how to make our most cooked dish, which is this special broccoli that we pair with basically everything.
Yeah, we call it magic broccoli.
Magic broccoli.
It can take any normal dish. You just add the broccoli, and then it tastes wonderful. Okay.
So we're just gonna get into it. It's our first cooking video. Yay!
Hi.
Hi,
and
everybody.
we are in our garage because that's where the best lighting is.
Yeah, just if the camera panned slightly to the sides, you would see half-finished projects and tools. Don't know if this is the best environment to cook in, but it's what we've got. So, let's get it started. We should probably turn this on.
Yes, we're starting with extra virgin olive oil.
I like generous amount, and we usually add some later too.
So we're starting with frozen broccoli because we've been locked in our house for a little bit, and broccoli freezes really nicely.
It does. We don't do anything special. We just chop it up and put it in a bag. And we cook this on like medium to high heat.
Judge it by the sizzles.
We like it to get a little crispy. So we're using frozen broccoli today.
Yeah.
Normally we use fresh, but one thing is we do cut it up pretty tiny. Like you can see how big the florets are. And that's because the tinier it is, the more surface area for like a maximum crispiness.
Yeah, you don't want
important.
like a lot of broccoli hidden away from the crisping power
the inside
of olive oil.
No, so we're just gonna start throwing it in there. And don't judge us. Actually, do judge us. This is the amount we make for just us for a single meal. We had to get an extra big pan just because of our broccoli addiction.
My strange addiction. Broccoli. Dun, dun, dun. So I think the thing that we pair this with most is pasta. And we eat a lot of pasta. But we've had this with burgers before. We've had this with
honey, ginger, soy, chicken, and rice. So we add all the seasonings aside from the garlic right up at the beginning. Because I think especially the salt kind of helps draw out the moisture some. So I think it's important to add it early, not later.
I did an informal experiment on accident once where I, gasp, forgot the salt.
Who are you?
At the beginning, and it didn't cook the same. It didn't transition into this like delicious ooey gooey goodness, crispy.
Ooey gooey.
Sorry, it's like my words are hard.
It's like the opposite of what it is.
But
you don't want your broccoli to be ooey gooey.
It transitions from like there's a point.
It loses its like green taste.
Yes.
And gets cooked.
And gets cooked.
And it does that differently when you don't add the salt to the end. I don't know. We're not food scientists.
No.
We're just food science adjacent. So next is we add some crushed red pepper flakes to taste. Decent amount. And pepper.
And then last, but definitely not least.
Should we wait till it like gets going? I wait till it starts cooking the broccoli because you don't want the garlic to get like burnt. It burns more easily.
It's getting up to the right level of heat. And now is the right time to add 2 tablespoons worth of garlic. It absolutely needs that much.
Yeah, it really does. And okay, I know that we are using the pre-minced garlic, and I know that Mom, if you're watching, you're not proud of this. Because my mom is a purist and will only crush garlic cloves, but my defense is, look at how much we just used. We make this broccoli all the time. We go through so much garlic. And cleaning those little garlic presses,
no.
It stinks. And also, Mom, you've had this broccoli and you know it's good. Anything.
Yeah, we probably make this on average 1 to 2 times a week.
Yeah.
We've been making this for 6 years or so because the very first time I made this,
8.5 years.
We've been making this for 8.5 years because I made this the very first time Katelyn ever visited my apartment. It was before we were dating.
You made chicken Alfredo pasta with homemade Alfredo, which we also still make, and this broccoli.
And back then, it wasn't this extreme. It didn't have this much garlic, this much spice, but we've been stepping it up and up and up.
Also, we used to make it in the oven, but then we found that like when you do it in the pan, you get a little bit more control over the crispy level, because in the oven, there's always some parts that get a little too burnt, and then some parts that aren't quite crispy enough, so we like this better.
Now, I do have to say, when we're making it for large groups of people,
oven's easier.
We will put like 2 trays into the oven, but when we cook it for ourselves, we want it to be the best possible, unlike when we have guests over.
So we let it go and kind of get all of the moisture out.
Yeah.
I mean, we might just be here for a bit. We kind of used up all of our broccoli stories.
We used up all of our broccoli stories. Video's over.
it's, we've been wanting to do a cooking video for a long time now. I think we've kind of half joked about it for at least a year, because I know when we first got this hot plate and we did the soap video, that was last summer. Right in that intro, we joked about Evan and Katelyn cooking. Cooking? Are we doing resin? What's happening?
Are we finally starting the Evan and Katelyn cooking channel? No.
No. It's something we thought would be fun, but we didn't really know how to fit it into our main channel, and therefore it just hasn't happened as a video.
And for some reason, when we're streaming on Twitch, excuse me. And for some reason, when we're streaming on Twitch, food always comes up.
Always comes up.
We always talk about food. Chat always asks us what we're making.
And we've shared this specific broccoli video, and people have made it and come back and told us that they made it. So we thought that this would be a good one to start with.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful sizzling.
Look at this oily spoonchula.
Oh my gosh, this is something we can talk about?
The spoonchula?
Guys.
This is not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but spoonchula. It's a good idea. It's a spatula and a spoon.
We'll put a link. Okay, so it seems like it's getting a little bit of color on the underside. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
There, you're getting a little bit of crisp now.
This is just at the beginning stages. Don't stop now.
Oh, no. We're gonna take it a lot farther. But I like it with some crisp
Yeah.
on there.
I just gotta, you know. Oh yeah. Oh.
You know what? You always taste food as you go, and that's how you're supposed to do it. I never taste food as I go, aside from pasta, which that's the only way to know if it's done.
What if one of your ratios is off?
I don't know, I blindly trust myself. I know it's not gonna be at its premium yet, and I worry I'm gonna get full.
So having one of these might make you full.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't want to waste stomach space on one that isn't premium yet. You know what I mean?
I always eat as I go. Okay, so right now I just did a flip and they're starting to get those delicious little crispy bits.
This is the color I like. Right there. Oh.
Right there. It's getting really close. I think it's time for another taste test. I think it's done.
I let it go a little bit longer.
Really?
Yeah.
This is
because I
perfect for
want
me.
all of it to be that level of crispy.
But then you risk pushing some over the edge. Guys, as you cook this, take it out at whatever crispy level is best for you. Katelyn and I, we don't disagree on much, but when we do,
it's broccoli.
It's over broccoli.
I like your level too. It's just when I'm in full control and you're not in the room, I let it go a little bit longer.
And when I'm cooking, I take it out right here.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down, take it out.
Let's get the other things, because we'll want to plate everything. So we'll let this cook for a little bit, we'll cool it, we'll come back with everything to complete the meal, because we're not just eating broccoli today. We're cooking up some pasta in the other room right now.
And vodka sauce.
And if you are interested in that vodka sauce episode,
let's make Evan and Katelyn cooking a thing.
Let's make it a thing. I don't know how well this video is going to do, but we're interested in making more if you guys are interested too.
Yeah.
Silly, but come behind me.
Oh, walking behind you?
Yeah. And we're back. We have the rest of our delicious meal.
Yes. Okay, so we've got our homemade vodka sauce, which is really a wine sauce, but we'll save that for another video. And then the broccoli.
We get a nice top-down shot like that.
Look at that. And see, it does end up being the proper amount of broccoli.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I gotta distribute the sauce and everything, but I wanna give you guys a bite shot. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
It's so good, as it always is.
I need to get mine ready too. This isn't the exact pretty where they wipe down the edges and everything like that.
Our edges are real. Our edges are raw. Look at that.
Dainty. Delicious.
Nutritious. Yep, so we're gonna go eat now. I hope you guys like this video. It was fun for us to share one of our favorite recipes.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye. Let us know if you wanna see more. Bye.